All right, all right. Hey, hey, welcome back, guys. All right, Libras, let's take a peek. Libras, I think we want to go with this one. So, what is the breath of fresh air message? Whew. We have the devil. It is sideways though, so that's really good. There's some kind of, difficulties that maybe are kind of fading off into the distance. It's not the tension's not all the way gone, but it's getting better. We have a King of Swords. That could be Libra, or that could be Libra dealing with a fellow Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or of course a Capricorn. Somebody's dreams, though, are back on track. If there was tension between Libra and another person, I feel like a bunch of that it's starting to like, oh yeah, we've got collaboration and cooperation possible now. We have two alphas, two lions, one gold, one red, sitting on either side. Instead of fighting, they're both protecting the lamb. This could be two people getting a relationship back on track, or emotions are calming and soothing. How does this person feel about Libra? We've got the Strength card sideways. Whew. Libra goes toe to toe with them. This is somebody who I think half admires Libra and also finds Libra so freaking formidable. Strong Leo energy here. That card was sideways, so it's like shared energy. They see Libra as somebody who can definitely hold their own. Temperance, fights like a tiger, but a fair tiger. Somebody calm and loving, but also can be ferocious and formidable. All of this is very complementary. By the way, now we have, Sagittarius energy as well. And the Hermit. So I don't know what happened here, but it could be that Libra either like put some distance between themselves and this person, and that is how they and even went into quiet mode and said, I'm not going to fight about this. I'm picturing that the way they see Libra is very thoughtful, somebody who will they stand in integrity, and they definitely stand on their principle, and they're not going to back down for anything or anyone if it does not suit them. This is not a Libra who is asking for people to, bend over backwards for them. This is a Libra who is simply expecting to be, seen and heard and treated with respect. And if they're not getting what they want out of a situation, this Libra will withdraw. It's not to punish. It is because if something cannot be equal, I don't think Libra wants it. And I don't think Libra is willing to put in energy on something that is becoming toxic. So I feel like withdrawing and going into like a quiet mode is the preferred choice. So this person really sees Libra, like I would say, exactly as Libra is. Libra is not somebody who's going to, engage with hostilities. Okay, so how does Libra see this person? Queen of Cups. Libra sees them as very loving, in fact. Somebody who might also be, at their best, they can be very nurturing. It doesn't matter if they're masculine or feminine. Seven of Cups. Loving, but Libra's confused by this person. They don't always know what this person wants or what this person's plans are. Four of Wands, Ace of Swords. It's interesting because I do think Libra has found this individual to be somebody that Libra knows they're in love with them. This person is in love with Libra, and Libra knows it. They know that Libra knows that this person wants to marry them, but they also, so interesting, they also know that, this individual has come to this conclusion, but it was either like maybe they wanted Libra to make the first move or something, or I don't know, it almost feels like there was, remember, these two had conflict, right? We have the devil. And I have to say, this is a little bit back and forth. I love Libra. Oh, I love Libra. And I want soothing and a wonderful relationship. But then I myself can be a bit confusing sometimes. But I want to marry Libra. But at the same time, if I'm going to be cut off from Libra, or if we're going to take a break, or if, we're separating because we're not able to find common ground, that too is something that can happen. So it just feels like this is a rather confusing person to deal with, because they really love Libra and Libra knows it. But I still think Libra has a hard time pegging the way this person operates. But maybe it's because they personally operate in I'm not going to say necessarily indecisive ways, but they've been trying to find the truth, maybe for themselves, for what they want their own future to look like. Seven of Pentacles. This is almost like it's somebody who is slow to fully formulate the idea of what life's going to look like, how they'll move forward in life, what kind of relationship they'll have, how everything will pan out. They're almost like slow to plant seeds and have those ideas and those thoughts like germinate. Like I almost feel like this is somebody who loved Libra from the start, but then when it came down to recognizing Libra's the person I want a long-term relationship with, and then what would that take, what would that look like, and coming up with the plan of what that would be and how these two would need to interact. I feel like this person was slower to get to that point. Maybe they also had a hard time understanding Libra though. Maybe Libra confused them. Let me just ask. Did Libra confuse you somehow? Because Magician. I think Libra and this person are so similar. Look at this. She's got a reflection of her own self where if we looked at the card this way, we could see the ghostly version of her. I'm going to say Libra and this person have been on the same page on one hand and also confusing the heck out of each other on the other hand. There is some kind of like the way they both operate is, like exactly the same. If one of them gets in their head to think, guess what the other one probably is also. They think about the future though, and both characters think about this very deeply. I think Libra and this person both do not want to have a future that isn't going to be super successful. Remember at the beginning we had those, two lions protecting the lamb. I almost think that the approach that each person has is very thoughtful. They do not want to get themselves into a disastrous relationship. And I almost feel like because both of their approaches were so much the same, that's where their greatest strength or their greatest conflict could be. These two maybe both can get up in their heads a little too much. It almost feels like we're dealing with a Libra connection, right? But like imagine if two people both want to be very polite and let the other one walk through a door of a restaurant or something. And after you, no, after you, no, after you. Guess what? Ain't nobody getting through those doors because they both keep standing there waiting for the other one to make the move first. That doesn't really necessarily work if two people are so identical. Now it could work if both people, understand how the other one operates. And it's like, okay, I know you're going to try to let me go first. This time I will. Next time you have to promise me that you'll go through the door first and we'll trade off. It's just that these two needed to get like the balance here between the two of them. Okay, so are they both aware then? Is Libra and this person, are they both going to start to become aware that, hey, you know what? I'm kind of thinking that we could be vibing. We have the Teacher in the reverse. No, this is the Hierophant in the reverse. No, I think right now they're both in their separate corners. The reality of it is this. Libra and this person are not really at odds. Libra and this person maybe both think very highly of each other. Come on, like they both want to be together, but right now they're in their separate corners, unaware of what the other one is thinking. So Libra and this person, I don't know what they do think the other one thinks of them. Let me just check that. What does Libra believe this person thinks of them? Strength card. Libra's like, they think I'm strong. I'm, have willpower. I know they think that of me. Oh, 10 of Cups though. Okay, so hang on, because Libra does think that this person sees them as a 10 of Cups. The Magician. The only thing is, I could read this a little bit differently. They could be saying, oh, I know that Libra goes, they know that I have the strength to go find my 10 of Cups, even if it's with somebody else. My logic and my heart are two different things that I can utilize. It could be that Libra goes, they know I am strong enough to walk away and I'll go find my happiness elsewhere. They know that about me, if that's what I got to do. I could look at it that way. Or maybe Libra understands more, like I know this person cares about me. Okay, so hang on. Let's change decks for them and ask the same question. How do you believe Libra thinks about you or feels about you right now. Two of Wands. I believe Libra is indecisive about me. Three of Pentacles, but I think Libra still wants to work with me. I think Libra even thinks about writing to me or sending me a letter. And Libra thinks I'm strong. Oh my gosh. I'm only laughing because I'm like, this card said it all, right? We got the two lions. Well, guess what? We got the lions. Well, I guess here we've got the jaguar, but we've seen the other strength card with the lion. We keep seeing both of these characters are like, I'm formidable. And the other person's like, I know they see me as formidable. Let's turn to the universe now and say, universe, how do you see these two? Because they both believe that deck does not want to pick up into my hand. So let's leave it alone and let's go with this one. Yeah, this is a good one. It'll be probably blunt. Universe, how do you see the two of them? King of Cups, two people who have a lot of emotion and they know that they have a lot of emotion for each other. Six of Cups, and they are soulmates. So the universe is like, these two are going to wind up back together. They just simply are. Okay, so universe, do you want to do just one comment just for Libra, advice maybe for Libra? Sun card sideways, and this is an interesting card because we have those little twinsies, two little peas in a pod. So the universe might be saying, the sooner Libra realizes or admits to themselves that yeah, this person is, they are, I am their happiness and they are mine. And we are peas in a pod. Okay, universe, what's the message for them? Eight of Cups. Hang on, let me get one more. Knight of Swords. So the universe is basically saying, you literally tried walking away from your Libra, you best turn it back around. Literally make a U-turn fast and get your butt back to Libra, because you know how you feel about Libra. You guys are soulmates. I do think that we're still dealing with two people that are in separation. They haven't yet talked. They have both come to similar conclusions, and they both think so highly of each other. They both still want each other. They both think that the other one kind of still wants them, but at the same time, it's like the universe is urging these two to hey, acknowledge that the two of you could have a great time together because you're so similar, is what it said to Libra. Also, strong Leo comes out all the time in this story. We'll do Leo next, right after this. But we did also have Virgo. We had Capricorn. We had Sagittarius. We had Taurus. So, and we had Gemini, Virgo, again, coming out real strong with the Magician twice. But I think that the universe is basically saying to both of them pretty bluntly, you guys have emotions for each other and you're soulmates. So I don't really know what you're doing, staying away from each other, hiding out from each other, running away from each other when you actually want to be together. So maybe it's time to just go ahead and do that. They're going to have to probably, wrap their heads around this a little bit, because these two seem to be thinking an awful lot about each other, but then still insisting that, it's probably over. But they know that they don't want it to be over. So I hope somebody makes a move in one another's direction pretty soon, because it seems like now is a good time for that, for these particular fictional characters. So, all right, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up.